So we start here now. So just to give you a brief, quick introduction, I am sure you all of you know what is a B2B sales, but just to set the context right, B2B sales, business to business sales, is uh, primarily selling products and services to businesses rather than direct to consumers. So, what are the major characteristics of a typical B2B sales cycle? They have higher value order values, they have longer sales cycle, more efforts are needed, and they are often more complex than normal B2C sales. So B2B sales has changed dramatically in recent years. And as I was telling you, the old strategies are no longer effective. But why? And how this B2B sales have changed? Let's look into it. Earlier, let's talk about the earlier scenarios. Earlier scenarios, if I say maybe before 7 to 10 years, that's the time frame I'm talking about, because a lot of digitalization has happened. It can vary from country to country, region to region, but generally I'm talking about scenarios 5 to 7 years back. So what happened before? If I'm a business and I wanted to buy some a product or a solution, then I will probably reach out to some vendor and deal with the sales team there. And the sales team will come to me and they will pitch me with the best options. Okay, these are our product line. They will understand my needs, and then they will give their best option to choose. So they will give me 3 4 different product option or services option, and as a buyer I was able to choose from them. And after choosing, after seeing the commercials, and if I feel happy and satisfied that okay, this product is fit for me, I'll make a purchase and done. That was a typical B2B sales cycle, right? It was very simple. It was a very straightforward process in which there are two aspects to any sales, whether be it B2B or B2C. There will always be interlinking with the marketing department of that organization, because the marketing creates, communicates the value of your product. They help devise a product strategy. How do you take your product to the market? They help in uh, creating products, that they do the market research, need identification, and then they come up with various products which the sales team is supposed to go and sell to the prospects or in the market in a B2B or a B2C scenario. So marketing team was creating products, and they were generating leads for you because they were communicating to the end users through various communication means, be it TV or a print or a out of home media, whatever things. And then the sales team was only responsible for that leads, put them into your sales pipeline, do a follow up, go and meet the customer, and close the sale. So it was kind of a very predictable model, that okay, 100 leads are flowing in from marketing, then I'm working on that. So over a period of time, you will be able to predict your and forecast your sales very accurately, that my hit rate is 30%, 33%, 50%, or 20%. And then accordingly you used to channelize your sales funnel, that okay, your target is suppose 10 million US dollars value sales this month, or 10 units of your product this month. Then if you know that okay, you had a hit rate of 30%, then probably your sales prospect funnel or the sales pipeline should have, if you are going to sell 10 products, it should have 33 35 prospect funnel. So it was very predictable. But what happened? Now let's talk about what is going on today. What happens with the buying process of a B2B prospect or a B2B potential buyer? What they do? I'm a person or a business will identify a problem, then they will research it online immediately. For example, uh, I'm a business, just to connect you to the real life example. I'm running a business of say 10 retail stores. I am selling groceries. It's a multi outlet grocery chain which I am running today. And I see a problem in terms of my inventory optimization, that what, so few stores are running out of coffee, few stores are running out of milk, or few stores are running out of some particular type of vegetable. So this is a problem. I identified a problem that my inventory is not being optimized. So what do I do? So as a business owner, I'll go online and put it on Google, search inventory optimization. Then I will be presented with many options by Google. Then I will, one by one, at least I will research further and discover all the potential solutions which can solve my problem. Then maybe when I have zeroed in on maybe 3 4 possible potential solutions, then I will maybe reach out to my friends or business colleagues and further their recommendation, that okay, this is what I think will solve my problem, what do you say? Or maybe I will go on some social media, LinkedIn, or any other platform, forums, other online sources, just to check about that, those set of potential solutions. Then when I zero in, then I further Google it, that particular solution, and then read the reviews, read about what the other users are saying who are using that particular solution. Then again, what will happen, that while I am reading those solutions, there will be options to buy it online, do it yourself. Or what will happen, you will see, when you go to internet, you will see a lot of ads coming onto your screen. So how those ads come, they track you, where, which all websites you have visited, which all links you have followed. So that company, if it is a proactive, they will follow you onto your page, they will pitch their solution, maybe offer you something. So there, that also affects my buying behavior. Then finally, after doing all the research, then I will make my buying decision, and then I will approach the company or the product owner or the platform selling that product to complete the sale. So you see the change. What I wanted to highlight to you guys and to everyone here, and wanted to make a note of it in your minds, that this is a very, very big change, because now you are dealing with a very, very aware buyer. He is well read, well researched, well equipped with all the information on their fingertips. Using internet, they have access to every information which you have as a seller. So that's a big, big change.